theme song, sung by George W. Johnson, Edison Records.
The music business started out as a furniture store.
As I was coming around the corner, some people said,
somebody made these crank-up machines. So how do I get someone to buy that junky piece of furniture? Well, I've got to put something in there that they want to listen to. So, get some blues singers from down south. Get an opera singer. Buy this furniture, you get the song. Oh, doesn't sound much different than Spotify, does it? Does it sound much different than YouTube? Give me something for free, then charge me for it later. If I were 15, the world that I know is what's right in front of me. So if you tell me that this is how I get the music, that's how I get the music.
When Napster started, it pulled the rug out from under the record industry. The record industry's primary source of revenue was physical sales, CDs, albums, whatever the format happened to be at a given time. With streaming, it's digital delivery. You can download tracks. It gets rid of physical product. You don't have this cost, blah, 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 blah. All the labels heard was, oh my God, they're taking away our physical product. They're making it available. Music will be free. We're doomed. But unfortunately at that point, or fortunately, the cat was out of the bag. It was done. It was a sea change that you couldn't do anything to stop. Now music is essentially free.
When the music starts, I never wanna stop. It's gonna drive me crazy.
Everybody complains about how the music business is changing. Well, a little over 100 years ago, it was going through an even bigger change. People were taking pianos out of their parlor and throwing sheet music away and replacing them with gramophones. This isn't the first crisis we've been through.
Beginning in the 50s and 60s, the music business just exploded due to the large population of teenagers.
The entire post-war period, the golden age of rock and roll, really is the music of the baby boom.
That same core audience was responsible for purchasing tons and tons and tons of those CDs that they already had on vinyl, and now they wanted the new CD version, and then when the better CD version came out, and then the box set, they kept buying, buying, buying. And the record industry really got caught up in that audience, and now those people have, they're satiated.
Baby boomers are no longer buying records.
You get older and, new music becomes less of a pertinent part of your life. I mean, it used to be that I would not leave the house without my iPod. My iPod always had to have new stuff because, I'm listening, so I get bored of the stuff I have, and I want to know what's new, what's coming up, what's next, so I'm constantly downloading stuff to listen to. Now it's pathetic, but, somebody stole my iPod out of my car several months ago, and I haven't bothered to go buy a new one. And 30-year-old me would be like, what's wrong with you? How could you do that? And now I'm like, you don't understand. It's like, we listen to Sirius. The 70s station's really good.
So the labels for their new artists are looking to the teenagers, the college kids, the early 20s to purchase downloads, although this audience has grown up with having everything at their fingertips on the computer and being able to stream whatever they want. This idea of needing to buy the product.
I mean, just look at what's happened in the last year. Streaming subscriptions are up 50. Downloads are down 2.1%. You can see what's happening. It's all moving to subscription streaming right now. Essentially, the concept is you don't own the music anymore. The music exists somewhere in a cloud, digitally, but you have access to any music you want anytime for a monthly fee. Now, that may sound like it's a problem for the label because suddenly you're not paying on a per music basis. But if you look at the numbers, the average downloader will spend $25 to $35 a year buying music. If you're in a subscription streaming service, you're spending $9 to $10 a month. It's more money. It's the old story, I think. The model is set up to where the royalty and the fee rates are so small for these streaming and digital rights that the artists are still not necessarily making what they should be making based on the number of views and spends they're getting. If you look at the royalty figures, you can see that artists are getting, millions of spins on a song, but they may make $100 on the royalties from a particular service.
By and large, artists today are releasing music to support other revenue streams. It's not just about selling the song, it's about going and selling concert tickets. It's about getting a big brand deal or a big sponsorship. These are the ways that artists are making money these days.